Hey, what's going on, you guys? Well, welcome back. I'm just doing my workout today. Sometimes my workouts is a combination of martial arts training and also athletic performance training. I have an interesting setup here. So this is my max rack here at my facilities. So again, it simulates free weight to a certain degree, but the problem is that when I train by myself, I have to be real cautious about what I cannot do, and I can't go to failure, because if I get stuck underneath this, that could be a very dangerous situation. Now, interesting setup. So right here, I have 275 pounds on the bar. However, as you can see, I have a 25-pound plate down here. So what happens is that this is a deloading effect. So a lot of times I might have a sticking point where, again, I'm stronger in one range but weaker in another, and I don't have a spotter. So by setting this up the way I have it set up, it starts off at 325 pounds, but then as I lower the weight, the 25-pound plates on both sides will obviously be subtracted from the total weight. So then at the bottom it'll be about maybe 275 to 285, depending on how much of the weight actually rests on the ground. And then as I go right back up, then it's going to go back to the 325 pounds upon my walkout of my bench press. So it's a good way for me to train so that I know that I won't get stuck at my sticking point, but I'll still get the benefits of that full load of 325 towards the end, or the last third of my lift. So this is part of my workout, so obviously I'm going to videotape my working sets for you guys. And I have warmed up properly to get to this weight, so it's not like I just went at it starting off with this. I go through obviously the proper sequence to warm up my body. All right. Alright, so you guys got to see one of my working sets. And in between, I will now move on to the mukjang to work on the TUAN TRAN JKD unmun defense. So the mukjang will give me appropriate reception feedback when I'm going through all the techniques and movements in the unmun defense. Alright, you guys, so here I am working on the mukjang. I'm going to go to the unmun defense from the TUAN TRAN JKD system. This is a great pairing because with that heavy bench press, I need about 2 to 4 minutes of recovery, because again, I'm working on the ATP PC system, the adrenal triphosphate phosphocreatine system, or creatine phosphate system. It could be CP as well. So right here, I'm going to do the entire movement, and then this gives me just that tactile feel, that proprioception feedback I need to understand what I need to do when I'm doing the unmun defense. So first I'm going to measure out, then I'm going to get into my Baizhang stance. Very important, always kind of feel like one heel is elevated, depending on what you're trying to do. So usually you're going to start off with the rear leg, the heel is elevated. So you're in a proper Baizhang stance. Usually you're going to start with the left side when doing the unmun defense. So starting off, I'm going to do a TUAN Sao Da, reset, TUAN Sao Da, reset, View Sao Da, reset, View Sao Da, reset. So I'll probably won't say reset anymore, but you understand that you want to reset each time. Next is Pak Sao Da, Pak Sao Da, TUAN Sao Da, TUAN Sao Da, Pak Sao Da, Pak Sao Da, Loi One Pak BG, Loi One Pak BG, Loi One Pak BG, Loi One Pak BG, Loi BG, Loi BG, Loi BG, Loi BG, Toi Sao BG, Toi Sao BG, Loa Sao Da, Loa Sao Da. So here I'm going to Jing Toi into a Lap Sao Da, and then I'm going to do a Jun Sao Da. So right here I'm going to do a Jing Toi, then I'm going to do a Zhang Sao Da, into a Lap Sao Da, into a Jun Sao Da. Reset, and then I'm going to go into a Jing Toi, into a Lap Sao Da, Jun Sao Da, go, ha, go. Reset, Jing Toi, Zhang Sao, Lap Sao, Jing Toi, Jun Sao Da, go, ha, go. Reset. I'm going to go Sao Jing Tong Tek, Sao Jing Tong Tek. Step inside to the left with Kao Sao, Ha Jing Tek. Step inside to the right with Kao Sao, Ha Jing Tek. Beauty. Bong sao, lap sao, ching choi. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, ching choi. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, qua choi. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, qua choi. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, la sing choi. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, la sing choi. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, set sa. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, set sa. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, set Q. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, set Q. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, jing choi. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, jing choi between the arms. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, yun jun. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, yun jun. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, hua jun. Biu ji, bong sao, lap sao, hua jun. Alright, so there you guys have it. So with my first pairing, again, I'm working on my bench press. I'm doing that for powerlifting purposes. Also keeps me very athletic. So again, in combat situation, close quarters, trying to make sure my muscles are at a certain level of power, also a certain level of endurance so that I can engage someone. And then here, working on the in-moon defense, working on the different movements in the entire defensive sequence, on the 5 gates of defense, upper right, upper left, center, lower right, lower left. And that's part of my workout for today, and more to come. Alright guys, so I'm moving on to doing some bodyweight calisthenic type exercises. I have this loaded ball out, and I'm going to do some push-ups with supination using the perfect push-up handles. So it's good to get that rotation because I'm going to work on supination and pronation in my arms, which is going to work on a lot of different aspects when it comes to arm balance. It's good to go train that, pronation, supination, retraction, protraction in the shoulders, core stability, structure. Also, when doing push-ups, my leg will be on the ball. Now I'm doing a variation here where one leg is on the ball, the other leg is in space or in air. So I will not have the full support of both legs when stabilizing, so that's going to cause my body to work a lot harder because I only have 3 points of contact with the floor and the ball combined. So I'm on a stability ball, I only have 3 points of contact, and I'm adding supination and pronation. So this really helps to work on the local muscles, which are usually known for your stabilizers that are closest to your bones. So these muscles you can't really see. Again, it's deep internally within your body underneath your organs. So a lot of times you have to remember, you have your global superficial muscles that are closer to the surface of your body. You have your local stabilizers that are closer to your bones and they're attached to your ligaments that help to stabilize your joints. You got to train both if you want to have balance in the sense of athletic capabilities and prevent injuries from setting in. So here I go. Usually I do sets of 20s when it comes to this particular exercise. Sometimes 25, it just all depends, but I put a decent amount of work on the bench press today, so that took up some energy. Alright, there you guys have it. So that's going to be my other exercise for today. Just working on calisthenics. Always a great way to train because in a sparring or combative situation, it's your body versus your opponent's body. So the person who has better control of their body usually will do far better than the person who has less control of their body. Now I'm going to move on to my other martial arts training exercise for today. Alright guys, so another tool I like to use a lot when I'm training my martial arts and in athletic performance in general, I like to use this long wobble board. So basically it's going to really challenge me on stabilizing myself on what's known as the frontal plane, or from lateral side to side. And this I will be doing while I'm doing my Dan Chi Sao. So as you want to get on the board, find my center, as you can see. So this thing's going to be constantly moving. It's a cylinder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into my position. I'm going to start with the Tan Sao Dao into Yun Jun Bong Sao sequence. So I'll do this 10 times with my right arm. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see, so that was 10 there. I'll switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And a lot of times at the same time, I'll do this drill with both hands at the same time, so that I can train to be somewhat ambidextrous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so now that's half of it. So when you have a partner, the other individual will be in a full-stop position. They go into a juts out Ching Choi. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, sometimes at the same time, it's good to do both at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so what I love about using the wobble board here is that it's making my body independent, reactionary. I don't even have to think about my legs. I trust that they will do whatever is necessary to keep me stable and balanced so that I can concentrate on what my upper extremity needs to do, so that in a fighting situation, when it comes to footwork, movement, and dealing with your opponent, you don't have to worry about your legs not providing proper actions and sequences of movements to flank your opponent or take advantage of them. And it's just to be more stable, more strong, more powerful and stronger. And that's the thing. One thing is that if you have two individuals that are equal in technique, knowledge of combat and martial arts, then the individual with better athletic capabilities is going to start edging out the other person. Also, the person who practices in high-stress situations to know what works, what doesn't, and what they can execute. I think that's the biggest advantage when it comes to combat. You can't just do it in free space. You do it to practice, but then you got to test it. Testing it is high stress, where you have someone that's not cooperating and they're going at you, trying to impose their will on you. So you got to make sure that you don't let that happen. You impose your will on them. Alright guys, so right here I have an inverted Bosu. So I'm going to stand on this on one leg to do some Dan Chi Sao. So I'm going to go to various maneuvers. I'm going to work on the Tan Sao Da into the Yunjun Bong Sao combination. And then I'm going to do the Fuk Sao into the Jut Sao Ching Choi combination. So what I do is, usually I'll stand on the Bosu. I'll kind of find where I need to stand. You want to kind of center yourself. So you see I'm a little off there, so I might scoot over just a little bit. Just get that nice center. Then I'll have this leg, levitating in space, elevated. And then I'll go into my Wu Sao position. I'll start with my right side Tan Sao. So again, Tan Sao, Yunjun, Bong Sao. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, I'll switch. So it's always good to do both sides, to do a little bit of practice on the recessive side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now I'll do both at the same time, so you can kind of help to accelerate the training if you're lacking time to do both at the same time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see? So, and you can tell all this is while I'm standing on one leg. Now I'm going to go with my left hand first to start the Fuk Sao position. Fuk Sao into Jut Sao Ching Choi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'll do both together. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And just like what most martial artists will tell you, especially the masters instructors, if you make a body that's much more capable, then you're going to be much more capable in a sparring or combative situation. So if I can train one of my legs to be extremely powerful, stable, balanced, both legs on the ground is only going to be a better, more powerful combination. So there you guys have it. So this is my training for today. I'm going to go through my sets. Enjoy the video, and hopefully these videos are helping you guys progress in your TUAN TRAN JKD training. And again, make sure you're working on someone that has direct lineage to Guru Daniel Santo, who was Sijo Bruce Lee's only fully certified JKD instructor. My lineage is through my instructor, Sifu Peter Win, who got his full certification under Guru Daniel Santo. Okay, you guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of the video.